Okay, real quick, just midweek video. For class today, we worked on light kits and put the light kits together. I recorded it, and so I'm playing for you now the video of the putting the light kit together using a couple of things. So take a look, and we'll have some discussion about light kits a little bit later on. So this is what I want you guys to start taking a closer look at for right now. We will do camera work in the next few days as well, so you'll have a video about that. If you have any questions, shoot me a message, and we'll go from there. Also, make sure that you get your three-shot video together and turned in. And if you have trouble sending that, let me know. We'll work out an alternative method. Other than that, we'll keep going on. We're going to do two things today. One is a 3-position light setup, and the other is a 2-position light setup. 3-position is ideal, but you may not always have it. All right.
How do you open it? My bad.
No, that's all right.
I don't want to break it.
Oh, you ain't going to hurt things.
Oh, cool. So you were just supposed to loosen them up?
Yeah.
And this is to
Just go ahead and tighten it up. We'll raise it up and move it. Now this one was put together last time it was done. Whoever did it took this from the light, and you typically don't, because if you notice that all of them have a plug in it except for, well, no, I'm sorry, I'm backwards.
Yep. Okay.
That one.
We're going to do all three, right?
The plug is with the light, all 3. Okay. And you guys are on the right track. Just get those things snapped on there.
All right. You got it, bro? Maybe.
Is that the one with the plug in the back of it still? No, this one is. Yeah, so that one goes over there.
This one goes over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you see why?
It doesn't have to. Oh.
They didn't undo it.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be discussing lights.
Wait.
Yeah.
Sit it here like this.
Okay.
Bring it down. Tighten this one up.
You tighten that one first?
Yes. That puts your light to the stand.
Okay.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with this.
All right.
It's not screwing in if it's supposed to.
That's it.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. And this is
All right, let's do it. Let's just set it on here now. See what we get.
It looks kind of...
There we go.
Yeah.
Tighten that puppy up.
As you can tell by this light, it's a light.
Okay, so here's the deal. There are 2 main points you need to cover with this. One is a key light, and the other is a fill light, and that's for 2-position lighting. And for 3-position lighting, the third one is the backlight. So guess where it comes from?
Behind.
That's exactly it. Where do you think the key light comes from?
Like directly at an angle?
Right, and the first, so they're going to put this key light, this is going to be our key, and we're going to put it to the side of our camera, right here.
Is this one going to get moved too?
That one's going to be our fill light,
Okay.
so we'll put it in a second. But first off, now what I would like to do with the lights is to have them come up a little bit. But the light purpose is so you get a really good shot of who you're looking at. So I'm going to raise it.
Oh, cool.
And that may be enough right there. And I hope it's got a long enough cord.
Oh, this is beautiful, bro.
We're in the industry.
You're so close to becoming a millionaire. Pockets to his dirty.
Yeah, so close.
Okay,
Thanks.
there's my key light. All right, so let's put a chair right here. I'm going to go ahead and put a higher one there. Take that one right there and put it far back in the corner as you can get it and still have it. All right, so here's where my person's going to be sitting. And when they sit here, that's a bright light. So if hopefully, preferably, that would be something we could adjust and bring it down.
But the one thing you look for, I'm going to take my, if everybody step back just a little bit from me, I'm going to take my mask off because you need to see this. Zach, while you're over there, there is a main switch for the other lights. You see the 3 switches kind of in the middle? No, one over to the middle. Right there, that top, and bring it down.
All the way?
All the way. So now, all you have is the one light. Now, I'm taking my mask off because when you look at me with this light on, do you see a shadow on my face?
Doesn't it need to be like
On the side.
Right over here. My nose can shadow really nicely. Now, however high will be will cause your V to be. But it will, if there is not a fill light, then I'm going to have a shadow. Purpose of the fill light then is to take out that shadow. So the fill light doesn't have to be as close. It can wash it out a little bit more. So let's go ahead and hook up our fill light now.
All right. Lights. Okay.
Let's take it, I think we're going to go back probably
That angle.
this far. And let's see here. I think we're going to go up. Now, I'm not adjusting any of the lights themselves, but that could be done fairly easily. But that's, all right. So the purpose of that light now, and although I can see it and it still seems as bright on me, is far enough away that it should take out the shadow from my face. Okay? So to make it look a little less artificial is when we throw in the backlight. And the backlight is going to sit from a position. Now the unfortunate part about this one is, this one really needs to be adjustable dimmer-wise, because you don't need a strong backlight unless you're trying for that effect. Because if you have a strong backlight, it's going to wash me out. So we probably won't use much of this, but I'm going to show you where it would place. I would get it placed back. I may not go as high, but I would also take less, so that it basically just gives an illusion to give me some depth. So it shows that what's being lit up. These are the main focus lights of what you want to do. Now, hopefully by Friday, when we work on this again, I ordered a small set off Amazon of LED lights that are 3 lights. I use them because I got a shoot coming up and I need some real basic lights. So I'll bring that kit in and we'll set it up and do the same thing. But so what I want you to do is someone sit in the chair, and the others will come in and work on adjustment of these lights. Now, the 2 things to keep in mind here, I'll show you from this one so it'll be on camera. You can adjust some pretty cool stuff with this. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and fire this one up. Anybody know what the technical name for these lights are?
Yeah, you're right.
These lights are called Fresnels, F-R-E-S-N-E-L. It's a French word. The Fresnel, and if you worked in theater or anything like that, that's basically the stage light is a Fresnel. And you'll talk about these. You have these, there are a couple hanging around here. You have them in the other studio as well. All right, the reason I'm setting this up here like this is to show you some adjustments. So if I want to adjust, obviously I can adjust up and down. So if I think I'm too high, I can bring it down because I want it to make sure it catches the person I'm looking at. But if, let's say I'm going to put it on that number 3. Whoa. Thank you.
Good eye.
I was watching that.
You play football, bro?
Something like that.
Bro, you're a football player, bro. You're like something like that. Something like.
I was about to go on his face.
Whew, there you go. All right. Let's say I'm going to put it on that number 3 right there because I want it to be highlighted. So what I'll do is find where the brightest part of that is coming for it. And I've got a couple things here, right there, but I'm washed out a lot. That's what these barn doors will do. All right, so now I've highlighted that down, brought those in so that 3 is now highlighted. That's the same thing that you can do in the back. If you want to get a good back shot, keep in mind, the challenges you have with whatever person you're working with. I wear glasses. If you're doing a back shot for me, if it's in the wrong place, my glasses are going to reflect it badly. I also have, I'm also fairly follically challenged, which means I have the shiniest top of my head you've ever seen. And typically, a backlight, if this backlight here, would bounce off my head and would almost be blinding. With the board, we can lower it because it's dimmable. If you're out in the field, it may not be. What you would want to do then is set your adjustment of the height so that it gets the best shot. If up here works better, go up. If down works better, go down. You want to do something to make sure that you're not having all that bounce take place. Okay, so what I want us to do in here now today is using the fill lights and the key light. We won't use the backlight. Someone sit in the chair, and the other 2 adjust the lights. And the reason for this key light being right here is because that's where my camera's at.
Yeah.
It can be on the other side if you're more comfortable, but it needs to be fairly close to your camera because this is the main light. If you're sitting in the chair, you know where it's at because it's in your eyes. The fill light is less, and it's turned so that it's not something that gives. It can go up, it can go down, but in fact you can bring it depending upon what kind of mood you're going to get. I'm going to show you guys in the next few weeks a couple of projects that I've shot where I use the black curtain. Now when I throw that black curtain up here, makes my background really dark. Those lights will really cause people to stand out and have perception and depth. Dramatic effect. That's what, you're not going to get the dramatic effect from black that you're going to get from blue that you're going to get from black. Now, real quickly, just hit those switches and turn those off right there real quick.